Thank you, Jordan. I'd now like to bring up Manny Lagos, head coach and director of soccer operations for the NSC Minnesota Stars.
Hey guys, thanks for having me today. You know, I guess I'm going to talk a little about the soccer side. And one of the things that people ask me, mostly the non-soccer people or people that are involved in the sport but only loosely follow it, is they always ask, where is soccer in this country? I mean, where is it at? I mean, why is it exploding, or what it is? And you know, I get to a point where I clearly want to tell them how great the sport is, how it's growing, and it is growing and it is exploding. But the cool thing about the sport that I've noticed in the last couple of years is that it's growing because it is what it is, because it's a great sport, it's a great product, and it's going to be what it is. You know, you're seeing that with MLS. You're seeing that, you know, it is what it is. The product is dictating that it's creating a great market and great markets, and I think the same thing is happening with our league right now, and combining pro soccer and great markets. It's going to be a great product on the field. You know, I think about certain moments where people connect with soccer, and this summer happened to be one where everybody in this room felt what a lot of soccer fans feel. And although we weren't all in the same room together like this, where we're talking about the pro team here, that happened when Landon Donovan scored a goal that basically put us to the next round. And everybody felt it, everybody talked about it that day, and everybody had that moment. Who's ever involved in soccer, whether it's loosely, whether it's a lot, you cared about it. And you know, that feeling was amazing. But the cool thing about that feeling that I like to express is that that feeling happened this year up at the National Sports Center as well. And the people that supported the team last year and the people that are going to support the team in the future, I guarantee you'll get that feeling again. Because we had some games where we scored in the last second, or we defended so well that we won a big game that put us to the playoffs. So again, I'm excited because when you have that feeling like that and the connection nationally, I'm telling you, we're going to have that feeling up at the National Sports Center this summer and for many years to come. And for that, you know, first and foremost, I'd like to thank the NASL for coming into this market, looking at us Minnesotans, and looking at the community that we've put together over many years, and saying, hey, this is the right place to grow soccer and continue it going on moving forward. So for that, I'm very thankful, and I'm very excited. In terms of the product, you know, I think just having grown up here, seeing the growth of the game, both on a competitive level and on the fan level, I'm incredibly excited about the product of soccer in this country. Every year we're producing better and better players. Every year we're getting more competitive. Every year, you know, we have more players going to D1 colleges. Every year we have more players going overseas to play. Every year, obviously, we have more players that hopefully from Minnesota are going to be on the national team. That's a big step. So, and I know as the head coach, that's going to mean that I'm going to be able to put a better product in the field. And again, I think some people tend to look at the sport globally and say, oh, they're great in Europe, but what about here? And you know, I'm here today having played in many different places that I am unbelievably proud to be a part of this league and the level. And again, this is somebody who's played in Spain, played in France, played for a national team, and this is a level that deserves the type of honoring of what a pro soccer team is. So again, when a lot of these guys spoke eloquently about the market and about what it is, people can't forget that the product on the field is unbelievably competitive. And lastly, let's talk about our product. One reason why we should be excited is in continuing with pro soccer, we get to have some of the great players that came back last year. Again, we had a great run as a first-year team. We signed some great players. They had great seasons, and I expect it to be even better. We picked up 11 options on players from their contracts last year. Heading this weekend to the MLS Combine. Then we're also going to do some scouting at some other combines. We're going to actually have our own combine in February where we bring in players from all over the world to try to improve this team. But make no mistake, we're really excited as an organization in terms of the competition on the field. We've got a great base of 11 players already signed. We expect in the next 2 months you'll be hearing a lot more announcements about some great players coming to Minnesota or being a part of Minnesota, or potentially, you know, local Minnesotans that are ready now to take the next step and play at the highest level. So again, the competition side is going to be a good thing. With 8 teams, you're going to find it being unbelievably competitive. It's going to be a challenge, obviously, to compete and make the playoffs, but the organization here from day one has set a tone that our goal is to make the playoffs and win a championship. So we're looking forward to that. So, and again, any more questions after this, we're more than happy to answer them. Thank you.
Thanks, Manny, Aaron, Barkley, Jordan, thank you very much. We'd now like to open it up to any questions that any of you may have for any of our speakers.